with moon-sized balls who wanted to send a message. You don't discreetly kill him.
You were supposed to be discreet, not go shouting in the middle of the bazaar.
They surprised me. How was I supposed to know they had shears?
What if there's nothing to it, and this is just some random thing for you to say? Do you believe that? I regret that very much. Then he had my
Wow. Finally, something good exists in this rotting world.
I haven't finished yet.
It looks...
Dear listeners, you may find this strange, but to me, this is something very important. My daughter, Renata, is getting married in a week. She was supposed to get married over a year ago. She had invited over 200 guests. She was so happy.
Open that chest up,
But then, you know, THV happened. We had to cancel everything. We were hoping that the GRE would get the situation under control, that the restrictions would be loosened over time. But as you can see, it's only gotten worse. Some of the overseas guests we invited, well, they're gone. In the end, we decided to hold the wedding with only those closest to us in attendance. It is very important to Renata and Waldeck that this happens. And for me, it's important to bake a cake for them. It has been a tradition in my family for generations. The mother bakes a wedding cake for her daughter. Unfortunately, a week ago, someone stole my hens. I realize that now most food, down to each small egg, is worth its weight in gold, but if some kind soul were to share some eggs with us, I would be eternally grateful. Stay healthy. Daria.
Hakon.
You're a better climber than one crazy girl I used to know. She was something. She even wanted to climb the tallest building in the city, the VNC Tower.
Was she one of your wives?
Almost. Too hot-tempered, even for my tastes.
What about this passage to the center?
Right. Look, from this roof you can clearly see the Peacekeeper's base.
So the PK run the city?
They sure think they do. That's what they need the uniforms and ranks for. They tattoo them. They're fucking obsessed with hierarchy. But they don't control the city. At least not all of it.
Who controls the rest?
The Colonel. The Renegades. Oh, you won't meet them here. For now.
Wait, you brought me here to take a look at the Peacekeepers?
The PK are your ticket to the center. I told you the only way to get there is through the metro tunnels. I'll go inside and draw their attention away from the platform. Then you enter the metro technical station. There's an airlock there. We'll take it together to the central loop.
We can't just ask them to let me through?
No chance. Right now, each new face they see belongs to a suspect in their commander's murder. They know me. I trade with them sometimes. I deliver lamps from the girls, or goods from dark zones. There might be a few infected there. Nothing a pilgrim can't handle, though. When you get to the main station, let me know. Now you better get some sleep. You'll head out at night, when there's less infected in the tunnels.
Hakon, there's a creature I haven't seen before.
What does it look like?
Not a big one. Extremely fast.
Probably a bolter. You can find some interesting stuff on them. But catching one requires serious hunting skills. Now is not the best time for this, Aiden. Head for the tunnels.
I'm in the tunnel.
Okay. Now watch out for the infected. There might be a few, or a few dozen. I'm already in the PK base. I'll throw a UV flare through the vent, and you'll see how to get to the main station.
Hack on. I got to the flare.
Look around. The technical tunnel to the main station should be well lit. I've already lured the guards upstairs. I'll chat them up while you get inside.
Oh, shit! Hack on. I have a situation here. Hack on.
turn green with mold. Okay. Seriously? You seem more of a wise guy than wise.
Hey, I'm not joking. Our commander's been killed, so we're standing guard even if we turn their comfort.
All right, calm down. Jeez, have something to eat?
You're always mooching off me. Get your own growth.
I'll give you 2 packs and not a single cig more.
Never mind that. Bye.
Wait! Show us some of those photos as a preview. January. 3 packs. My final offer.
Hakon, I'm inside.
5 packs. Think about it, and I'll be right back.
I'm on the platform.
Open the airlock. I'll be there in a second.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Where did he come from?
He was wandering through the tunnels. Fucking bizarre riffraff.
More like a renegade spy.
Doesn't look like a renegade.
He's awake. What were you doing at our base?
I'm only trying to get to the city center.
The center? The tunnel's gonna be closed until you hand over Lucas's killers. Bizarre scum. How is it that you lot saw nothing, heard nothing, and you managed to forget about the ban on passage? Maybe we'll start punishing you by cutting off your hands. That would improve your memory, huh? What were you doing 4 days ago?
I'm a pilgrim. 4 days ago, I was 100 kilometers away.
Enough, Anderson. We need the truth, and you won't get it through coercion.
But Commander Lucas always
Lucas is
said...
dead, and now I'm in command. You've read the reports? A pilgrim appeared in the bazaar yesterday. Looks like he's not lying. Leave us, Sergeant. I want to talk to him alone. Where did you come from?
From Crossdale River.
That's over 1,500 kilometers from here.
It's actually more than 2,000. The freeway bridges collapsed. There are no straight paths.
And you've managed to make it so far away. Impressive. What's it like out there these days?
What's it like outside the walls? You never know where danger's gonna come from. Always new territories, new threats.
And you came here to take shelter?
I came here because I'm looking for someone. And a lot of people are said to have survived in Villador.
You're looking for someone? Maybe I can help you. But not for free.
I'm used to trading. What do you need?
No nonsense. That's good. The tunnel will be closed until I find our commander's murderer. Commander Lucas. His body was found in the bazaar. Horribly mutilated. The people of the bazaar aren't making this easy. They're proud and loyal. They refuse to turn anyone in. But command has lost its patience. I have orders from the top, Pilgrim. If the inhabitants of Old Villador continue to revolt, our army will come here and burn the bazaar to the ground. Now, I'd rather avoid that.
And what do you need from me?
Lucas had a weapon. A rare set of brass knuckles called the Lazarus. This is the key to finding the killer. If you learn anything about the Lazarus, Tell me, and I will most certainly return the favor. It's worth a lot, and we didn't find it on his body. I think someone from the bazaar may have appropriated it.
And why should I work with you? You attacked me and accused me of murder with no proof whatsoever.
Our mistake. You're clearly not the murderer.
Why can't you investigate on your own? I hardly know anyone here.
That's exactly why you can help me. Nobody will talk to us. To them, we're occupiers. The fact that we clear the streets of the infected and catch criminals doesn't matter. What matters is that we eat their food and drink their water. But you're a pilgrim. There are many ways you can help people. And you're from the outside. They can trust you.
They tried to kill me.
Nah, look. We are your only chance. If you want to get to the center, that is. So, will you help me?
So if I find that weapon, you'll let me through to the center?
It's not that easy. Villador suffered much. First, it was isolated from the outside world because of infection. Then the walls became its salvation. But people here learned not to trust easily. I won't open the passage until I've caught the killer. But if you can find the Lazarus, I'll remember that. You'll be the first one through, once justice is done.
Sounds as if I have no other choice. I'll try.
Look around. Ask people. And don't come back empty-handed. Good luck.
Good day.
Hey, Hakon. Are you there?
Aiden, buddy. Good you're alive.
Yeah? I got caught and questioned.
Good. They didn't kill you. Meet me outside.
You must help us. Otherwise there will be a rebellion.
Help us in the investigation. We'll help you with the bandits.
I told you already. Nobody in the bazaar had anything to do with Lucas's death.
Then why won't you let us search your homes, huh? If everyone is so innocent, then there'd be nothing to hide.
Keep your brutes away from our homes, Anderson.
So you're hiding someone. Time is running out, Carl. You don't hand over the killer, we'll raise your precious bazaar to the ground.
Sow the wind and reap the whirlwind, Anderson.
Don't bite off more than you can chew, old man.
Aiden, come on. I'm on the roof next to the metro.
Had this dream last night.
Come on. So, what did they want from you?
If you'd been there like you said you'd be,
Oh, I did my best. I didn't know there was anyone else in the tunnel. Lucas's death is a big deal. They love this motherfucker like a father. Aitor doesn't have Lucas's charisma. He's gonna have problems.
Ader said he might let me through to the center, if I help him.
What? What are you supposed to help him with?
He wants me to find Lucas's weapon, the Lazarus. Went missing from the crime scene. He believes finding it will help find the killer.
The Lazarus, huh? Fancy set of brass knuckles, right? I know a guy who trades stolen goods and other shit he gets from thieves.
A fence?
Part-time fence, full-time scammer. An artless one, too. He's got half the city after him for debts right now. If anyone in Villador is fool enough to buy a peacekeeper weapon, it would be him.
And what's his name?
Hubert Carbatzos, also known as Half-Ass Hubie. Every day he sets up shop in the nearby windmill and waits for customers. Probably selling booze and weed to the PKs. If you want to find the Lazarus, talk with Hubie. I'll chase down some other leads.
Okay, let's keep in touch.
Loser of the year for me too.
What if there's too much electricity?
Never out. What do you need? You rock, pal. We have a winner. You're always welcome here.
Is that even possible?
Well, maybe we could talk to someone about this.
People will always... complain.
After all, it's not like anyone...
Quiet. They'll hear you.
You're always so negative about things, Naira.
Because you don't understand me. No one understands me. What I'm doing.
Gotta be something good. Hard to open.
is normally controlled by peacekeepers. Scouts also report unusual activity around
Fighting for 5 years now, and still no invitation to Carnage Hall.
Hey, hope you got your own water, Pilgrim. Thanks for nearly empty.
The essence of survival? What are you talking about?
Want to find out? Just close your eyes. What do you perceive?
Well, I hear noises.
Yeah? What else?
Oh, something stinks.
Exactly. The smell. Impulses going straight from the senses to the limbic system, triggering an emotional response. Memories. The well-being of the mind.
But, that smells like... Well, that smells like shit.
What did you expect? What do you think people use as fertilizers around here?
Too much information.
Sorry.
So, who are you and what are you doing here?
Before the fall, I used to work in a fragrance manufacturing company. I consider myself lucky to have been professionally active within the only century when the world actually smelled nice. Now it's back to normal. So I asked myself, how can I change that? What scent would make people the most happy in this miserable world?
I sure hope you don't mean smelling like shit is the essence of survival.
Of course not. I have this really exciting idea for a new fragrance. People are going to pay a fortune for just a whiff. I called it Turn Me On. And it's almost finished. I just need some scraps for the heart note.
A heart note?
The middle note of the perfume. Metal scraps and lavender. That's all I'm missing.
Oh, of course. Metal scraps and lavender, the obvious blend.
Naira goes out of her way to be controversial.
If you bring me some, I'll tell you everything about my secret formula.
Naira said she needs lavender for her perfume, too. Now that makes more sense. Metal scraps. Naira wants them. I hope this isn't some wild goose chase. Making perfume out of metal. Sounds absurd. Here, your, ingredients.
Good. I wish there was more oil on the metal scraps, but...
Oh, Naira, can't you just be thankful for what you've got for once? She gives me this shit every day, I swear.
Okay. Voila! It's ready. Here, smell it.
Wow. It smells... Oh boy, it's like heaven. What is it?
Silly little boy. Too young to know, aren't you? It's new car smell.
A car?
Are you disappointed? The scent of luxury is the base note, the smell of confidence is the heart note, and the fragrance of risk and adventure is the head note. All you dream about is to turn it on and drive away into the distance. Thanks so much for helping me out. Unlike some people. Here, have this. I rubbed it with Turn Me On. This'll remind you to tune into your sense of smell now and then.
Pilgrim, fancy giving us a hand with the crops?
Take heed and bear witness, for this is the new...
I've been waiting 3 years for the Carnage Hall tournament.
Never lay it on me. Could always use these. Good choice. You're my kind of customer.
Nothing like a steady rainfall to make it feel alive.
Just goes to show you, no one is safe. Not if someone can.
Whoever killed him must have been very strong.
There was a group.
So it couldn't have been a coincidence. Ada must have been clean. Well, if he was, he didn't show it.
I loathe the PKs. Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade at the center. So thirsty.
One day he says, this city's full of suckers hoping for a miracle. We can take advantage of that. Anders had a plan. What plan? Lots of folk went missing after the war. I mean, look around. You can see memorials in every other street corner. Families needed to know what happened. And where there's a need, there's a business opportunity.
That's sick. Have you no decency? Oh, decency's dead, mate. It's eat or be eaten.
Widows were the easiest marks. We'd pick a house with a yellow ribbon. I'd be on crutches. Anders oozing charms, saying we'd fought with their dead husbands during the war. PK, the army, the side didn't matter. For a hot meal, we'd promise to tell them what happened to their husbands. It worked every time. They'd give us food, water, medicine, crystals, anything they had. They wanted closure. We gave it to them. The details changed, but we stuck to the same basic story. It always ended with an epic fight and some heroic act by the husband. In no time, we were richer than kings. Least, we thought we were rich. But then we hit the biggest score of all. Melinda was like every other widow we'd met. Pretty 30-something brunette, blue eyes, living near Meatpacking Square. We did our usual thing. But before we leave, she says, my husband, he was the PK treasurer. The night he died, he told me they had a war chest, medicine, crystals mostly. He'd want you to have it.
You got no shame. Let him finish. I bet they was skimming for themselves.
We give each other the look. It's in Houndfield, she says, but it's not safe during the day. The next night, we take Melinda to our safe house to gear up. She leads us to this dark zone near the chemical zone. It's in the basement, she whispers, shivering with fright. We tell her to stay behind, because, you know, if there's a fight, she'd just get in our way.
You left her on her own?
Yeah. Then we went looking for a way in. And eventually, we found it.
And?
There was no loot. Instead, there was a demolisher in that basement. We barely got out alive. When we got back, Melinda was gone. So was our stash. Medicine, crystals, food. She took everything. On the table, a note. Sorry, guys. Nothing personal. Just business.
The biter was bitten. Only in this case, it was a demolisher.
Turns out she'd been tracking us for weeks. And we never saw it coming. Anderson and I split up after that. I bet he's still out there hustling. I enlisted with the PKs. But hearing war stories at night, people who actually died fighting for what they believed in, it made me feel guilty every time. I lasted 2 months. Now I'm back where I started before the fall. A nobody, telling stories.
Take care of him. You ain't You're no match for me. I could go another round. Bite this! Done it now! Enough of you! I mean, business now! He wants to.
When one of us is killed, they barely notice. But when their commander's killed, they turn the place upside down.
No, I cannot take you there. We're in the middle of school right now. No field trips. Here, maybe this studious-looking young man will help.
It's just past 8, March the 6th, 2024, and you're listening to Villador News. I'm Clarissa Mortimer. Tragic news from the old Villador this evening. At noon today, skirmishes between civilian populations and the army escalated dramatically when soldiers opened fire on protesters just by the World Art Congress monument on Mill Street. 55 people were killed. 11 are in critical state at the St. Joseph Hospital. At 3:30 this afternoon, General Pratt declared martial law in response to the tragedy. We've received numerous reports from frightened citizens of soldiers going door to door. The military advises citizens to remain calm as they collect privately owned firearms, now banned in the martial law declaration. Riots have begun in immigrant camps across the city, and its border has been locked down. This will no doubt shift power to the military within the Council of Mankind and result in a decline of the GRE's influence. As such actions are often followed by a suppression of the free press, we, here at Villador News, are closely monitoring the situation. With tensions continuing to rise, we will remain on the air, late into the night.
Get a load of my merchandise, buddy. A serious choice. You totally chose right. No need to be a stranger.
What's going on here?
Hello, I'm Henkel. This student here was curious about my lesson today, about when the guns were confiscated in Villador, and what happened afterwards. He wants to light a candle on the site of the March Massacre.
The March Massacre?
Yes. 64 people died that day. Gunned down like sitting ducks. If you want to know more, you should go and see for yourself.
Why can't he?
No one can leave the building while school is in session. Children shouldn't walk around the bazaar on their own.
I thought you'd be more worried about them falling into a dark zone.
Oh, kids nowadays are too smart to fall into a silly hole. Anyway, could you light a candle for him, young man? You might learn something yourself.
Sure, though I was pretty lousy at history.
History is boring when someone tells you about it. It starts being fascinating when you can touch it.
Touch it?
Yes. Take this candle and go to the monument of the World Art Congress. Or what's left of it. It's close by. Contact me when you get there. You'll see what my lesson was about today.
Keep it quiet around here, please. It's tough enough. Good tea. Leave me alone! I didn't do anything to you!
Inhibitor container detected.
Just let me go. It's easy. I'm no one. You got I'm nothing to you. Please, let me go.
Fucking with me?
Go.
Snap the deal. Yeah, motherfucker.
You gotta free me.
No escape now. You ain't getting Warn ya, just I've got you now. You really
fighting for 5 years now, and still not.
Inhibitor container detected.
For a while, I ran with Andrews.
Who's that?
One artist alive. One day, he said, city's full of
It's high time command deals with the water issue. We need to take the water tower back.
Hey, Hankel, I'm at the monument. You were right. Not much left of it.
Good. Look closely. There is much more to it than meets the eye.
What happened here?
That is where the riots started. People were terrified. How could they protect themselves and their families? There was massive unrest. So, a curfew was put in place, and homes were raided to ensure no one was hiding any weapons. Punishment for those who didn't comply was quite severe.
Ah, there's a plaque here. Oof, a lot of names on it. Are those the victims of a massacre?
Yes, 64 names. Things was starting to get pretty bad outside the walls around then, and the army needed more weapons. So they confiscated the civilians' weapons. Private ownership of any sort of firearm and its ammunition was forbidden thereafter.
I got dibs on whatever's inside.
Shots were fired.
The army started shooting at people. Panic broke out. And of course, things only got worse. The riots escalated. It was the beginning of the end. Light the candle.
So you're saying that Pratt made a bad call, taking people's guns away?
Hard to know for sure, but it didn't end well for anyone. In fact, the main irony is that the army soon ran out of ammunition. And just like that, firearms became obsolete. At least, that's what's generally believed to have happened. Now, you'll hear some folks claim that Pratt kept a secret stash of ammunition somewhere in the city. But if so, he took that secret to the grave. So I guess we'll never really know. And that's the thing about history. We rarely ever really know. It's not a hard science. History is fragile as the passing of time. It takes the vigilance of people like myself to make sure it's not rewritten to suit the whim of each new generation's self-righteous fight. The duty of remembrance. Everyone should practice it. Farewell now, Pilgrim. I hope this little trip down memory lane has illuminated your path.
Inhibitor container detected.
When one of us leaves, they barely notice. But when their commander's killed, they turn the place upside down.
Love the teacher.
Oh.